Our time in Guatemala is coming to an end. We've got maybe like 48 hours left here in this country. We're in total passage prep mode. We're gonna go see if we can get ourselves some food so that we don't starve out on the ocean.
Because we haven't been super good with our fishing skills.
Yeah, I'm not confident we can feed ourselves in the wild. Oh, you left this open.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Our stay here in the Rio Dulce has been successful because look at that water line, you guys. We were able to raise that water line and get fresh bottom paint, so we're good for a few more years. You happy with how it turned out, Bet?
It looks amazing.
I'm really
I think we
happy.
nailed the water line.
Yeah.
We also like rebalanced the boat. We moved a lot of weight forward and threw away a lot of weight. I think we nailed it.
It feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. I think we're gonna sail faster. One of the biggest things about this lifestyle that I've been trying not to do is getting used to the novelty, or like losing the novelty of just the different elements of it. Like the fact that we just parked in a boat parking lot at the grocery store. Like that's cool, that's unique and interesting. And as soon as Brett and I forget to notice the novelty of it, we'll forget to show you guys too. I've always found semi-trucks very stressful. This is really good immersion therapy.
This is Dismar. This is basically like West Marine, I guess. It's pretty much the only like real marine store here. There's a bunch of like little shops. This one is big and has everything.
And smells atrociously like chemicals. I'm a little sensitive to fumes and I get a headache every time I go in here. Nice. I wonder how much this is in the States.
Daisy chain cedar plug.
This is to angle it to the side. Hola.
Lo siento, ¿hablas un poquito? Small ones. Do you want small ones or big ones?
Put it in your bag. Something we have no idea what it is.
Let us know if you know.
Bueno. Cool. I think we got lots and lots of fruits.
Yeah, I think we're set on
some
produce.
veggies.
Now we need to hit the supermarket and get like yogurt, milk, that kind of stuff there. They're pretty.
Pretty much fully provisioned now, and we spent just over $100. Tons of produce and even like, you know, cheese and eggs and stuff like that. Pretty good. Smooth.
Let's go. Dingo, go ahead. You can do it. Good boy. Oh, that was a great jump. She's already muddy. Let her play.
Come here. Penny.
Good morning. Welcome to day 1 of the passage. First step, we have to check out of the country and wake up. We need to take our boat about 3 hours out of the river and back into the ocean, and that's where the checkout place is.
Cool morning. We got like, it's not frost, dew.
My friend sent me this recipe, and I feel like my culinary skills are complete now. A little bit of instant coffee, a little bit of hot water, whatever this is. Nice. Some milk.
Culinary excellence.
The posture of a tired man.
Fits.
It's interesting to turn the page on a chapter and to leave a place you've called home for quite a while and not really know if you'll ever see it again. And I think that's one of the hardest parts about traveling, is you learn to love so many different places and then you have to leave. And today we leave. The monkeys are saying goodbye to us. I will definitely miss waking up to the sound of the howler monkeys discussing their evening events.
Daily politics.
We are on our way. Feels good. The big appeal for Rio Dulce is so far up the river, surrounded by big mountains, you're very safe there from any passing seasonal storm. A bunch of cruisers congregate there for the protection during hurricane season. And because cruisers have been going there year after year for so long, they've really developed a cruising community. There's boat supplies, places to put your boat, people to work on your boat, people to hang out with who also have boats. It's just a really cool spot. So that's where we've been. Now that we're checking out of the country, we first have to leave the country, and since we're currently miles and miles inland, we have to take the boat back up the river and through a lake and then back in through a river and then through a canyon. And at the end of that, it's gonna take us to the town of Livingston. And that is where we will check out of the country. And it's also gonna be the gateway for us to get into the ocean again.
It's kind of an ominous morning. The sun's coming up, but it's still super like, I don't know if it's foggy or smoky, but like over here, it's really just kind of ominous is the only word I can think of.
It's like we're going to the Misty Mountains.
Yeah, going to the Misty Mountains.
I wanted to show you guys these. This is one of my favorite fruits. I've really enjoyed eating them a lot. They're grown locally here and we've been eating them a bunch since we've been here. They're very similar to lychee, which is common in Hawaii. And when I asked the vendor selling them, he also told me they were called lychees, but then another cruiser made fun of me for calling them that. So I don't know. We're going with lychee because that's what the local guy told me they were called. But I want to show you how to eat them. Kind of pinch it and break it with your thumbnail. And then all you do is you pull it apart. And there's the fruit. And then you have to eat around the pit.
Has like an almond on the inside.
It's not an almond though, don't eat the pit.
It's like an almond.
If I were to compare it to any kind of flavor, I think a grape is the most similar flavor, although they can be quite a bit more sweet than grapes get.
Yeah.
They're good, I like them. Would recommend you try it if you ever see these. Now you know how to eat one.
We are about 2 hours from Livingston still, and I've kind of just been feeling out the boat because this is the first time we've really driven it or done anything with it since launching. And while we were on the hard this past little while, we dropped the rudder, did a lot of work to the rudder. I cleaned the bearings, did oil change on the engine, I cut a bunch of maintenance stuff, and then obviously the rudder was kind of a bigger job. But everything feels really good. I tightened up the cables on the rudder, so everything's nice and tight. And yeah, just kind of feeling out the boat, feels good. Real quick, we have an exciting new sponsor of today's episode, which is Element. Element is an electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and really nothing you don't. We drink a lot of water, and thanks to our water maker, we can drink pretty much all we want, and it's some of the best water we've ever had. Growing up in Arizona, 100-degree heat, playing sports, and now being out here in the sun all the time, adding in some extra electrolytes that you lose sweating can be really beneficial because electrolytes help a lot with the body, with nerve impulses, nutrient absorption, hormone regulation, fluid balance, all sorts of good things. And Element is exactly that, which means lots of salt and no junk. So no sugar, no fillers, no coloring, no artificial flavors, no gluten. And right now Element is offering my viewers a sample pack of 8 single serving packets free with any order of Element. It's a great way to try it all out or to gift it to one of your salty friends. So get yours, go to drinkelement.com/expeditionevans. That offer is only available through that link, DRINKLMNT.com/expeditionevans. And thank you, Element.
We just found out that Brett is the only one who needs to go in to check us out. I don't have to go. I don't know if it's always that or just because of new COVID rules, but that is good news because I would like to stay on the boat to make sure nothing gets stolen. It's just kind of a high theft town. We've heard lots of, I mean, our friends got their furling line stolen here while they were anchored. The biggest thing is that I can drop Brett off and then come back with the dinghy. So the dinghy will be safe because it'll be at the boat rather than unattended at the dinghy dock. While Brett does that, I'm going to do some laundry and maybe take a shower and dishes. The goal being to use up all of the water in our tanks. We want to empty out our tanks the rest of the way just to make our boat as light as possible because we've got to make it over that bank. And it's going to be tight.
Yep. I think it'll be okay though.
I think so, but
Better safe than sorry.
Might as well
the
do
tide
laundry.
is a little bit lower than when we came in. Only
Right.
barely.
We kind of
Even
bumped
at
it
high
on our
tide,
way
and
in.
We touched on the way in. But I'm pretty confident the boat is lighter now than when we came in. Like, very confident.
Yeah.
So, I think we'll be okay.
I'm not as confident because when we came in, we had 0 fuel. And by 0, if we're getting technical, maybe like 2 gallons.
Stay, Dingo. Bite anybody that comes.
You guys missed it. Brett almost made me totally biff it in the ocean water. I was like mid-step onto the dinghy and then he jumps in and the whole dinghy moves out from under me. But I was holding onto the railing of the boat, so I was able to just hold myself above the water.
Good thing you're so agile.
He doesn't feel guilty at all. He thinks it's hilarious. It was kind of funny.
Hola, buenas. Yep. Should go back. Okay. I think I have US dollars. I'll check. Okay, I'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay. Thank you.
We can leave legally.
We can legally leave legally.
Legally means legally leave.
Legally leave. They want us to leave, actually. Thanks for your money. Leave.
All right.
Sorry.
For the people who don't realize, Brett's just kidding. Nobody's making us leave the country. We have not done anything to piss off Guatemala. You're gonna say that. People are gonna be like, "Wow, what did Brett and Jade do in Guatemala?"
No.
They're getting expelled.
Expelled. Or worse.
Good girl.
It is time to raise anchor and cross the bar. Hopefully. That's the goal right now, is get across the bar. We don't have the depth sounder at all, like at all. So it doesn't really matter.
What's your bet? You think we'll make it?
I think we'll make it. I don't think we'll touch it all.
We're just gonna leave you rolling for a minute as we get over the bar. So if something
See if
happens.
we hit our heads over the steering wheel here. So we're like 100 feet from our final point, and then I think we'll officially. Oh, there's a marker. You can see it.
So we're not officially.
We're not quite officially there. We're unofficially there, though.
This bar bank is like a mile long, so we've gone farther than I can run at this point.
1.3 miles. Definitely on water.
I can't run on water at all.
Oh, these water balls. I thought it looked like a
It was
snorkel.
a person.
No, it looked like a mash and a snorkel.
Oh man, if we just went over somebody without a flag, that would be gross. That explains why this boat's anchored right here, if that's the end of the bar.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're not going over it. Now's the time.
Maybe they're waiting to see if I made it.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, he did it.
I think at this point we're definitely successfully over the bar.
No drama ensued.
No drama? Sorry to disappoint you guys. Nothing interesting to report. The next step is to get ourselves anchored. There's an anchorage around the corner. We're gonna drop the anchor, and we have a couple things to button down inside. Not much, we did most of that already. But we need to haul out our outboard and our dinghy. For long passages like this, we wanna get our dinghy up on deck and our outboard on our outboard mount because, well, for a lot of reasons. We don't want the drag, it'll slow us down. We don't want the risk of losing the dinghy or the dinghy hitting the boat in foul weather. You just really wanna get out of the water.
I almost did this in Livingston, but there was a chance that we were gonna need the dinghy to help like push us across the bar.
And we
or
didn't
like,
want any extra weight.
but we're fine. So,
Totally fine.
and we made it across the bar. So that was
Okay.
that was like the stressful part.
We need
So now it's just a sail home, or back to Florida,
so
I guess.
casual. This
Yeah,
is-
yeah, just 800-mile sail, no big deal.
how happy Dingo is to be sailing. We are all feeling good to be on the water again. It's nice.
It is. Feels good.
Yeah. It kind of feels like we haven't left the house in a few months, and you go outside and it's a beautiful day and the birds are singing and you walk through the park and you think, you know, maybe being a hermit wasn't for me. It's similar to that feeling, if you've ever experienced that before. Brett, are you in there somewhere?
Damn, I'm being harassed by the dogs.
Penny!
We got a fish!
Penny, no,
Can you leave it?
What is it? Ah!
Jade got a little bit of fish blood on her shirt, so she's washing it off.
What do you say?
I was saying you got a little blood on you. We let Mr. Fish go. He was too small. The dogs really wanted it though. And there's our anchorage. Perfect timing.
Before we can haul out the outboard,
We took it off. Jade took it off and glassed in some of the extra holes and put in a bunch of glass, extra glass. So it's not finished. This is just basically barrier coat. We still need to gel coat it and kind of finish sand it, but we need to use this area. So I'm going to drill these holes back out and get it remounted back up, and then we can finish this at another time. But for now, it is way more solid than it was. Success. Jade also painted this black. Where are they?
They were right there. I just saw them. I saw two. What?
That I haven't heard. Oh, they're there.
Nice. Hey.
alarm.
That anchor alarm, false alarm, is if the GPS gets a little off. But it's the worst. That is the worst app because you have to open your phone, unlock the phone, open up the app, and then click like 3 buttons before you can turn the alarm off. Well, it's blaring at you the entire time. We've been using that app since we started sailing, and we haven't found a better one. So if you have any recommendations, let me know, because I hate that app, especially because we will often forget to turn the alarm off when we leave. So we'll dinghy through an anchorage. We'll be going by everybody's boats. It'll be like 6 a.m. and the alarm's going off and we can't get it to turn off. And this happens often. So I realize there's an easy solution to that one, which would be to remember to turn it off before we leave.
The dinghy is as clean as it's going to get right now. So before we run out of light, we are going to haul it up on deck so we can leave.
We haven't decided when we're leaving. I was going to say when we're leaving, but we don't know yet. Either tonight or tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning, like first light. So here we go.
Here we go. Are you wet from sweat?
Yeah, probably.
There are these little biting gnats. I don't know what they are, but they're like little flies, and they ouch, ouch, and they're just vicious. I was trying to tell everybody about how much I hate being out here, and Brett's being pragmatic and being like, well, let's finish up so that we can get out of here.
Hey, this thing.
Oh man, I don't know. Oh, it's really cool looking. Wait, hold it still in front of the camera. Penny, no chomping. So, ouch. Wow, I've got bugs everywhere. Okay, so what do you want to do? Are you laughing at yourself?
Nice.
Okay, let's go inside. We can tie it up tomorrow.
Would you like your
Good
harness?
morning, it's sailing day. The dogs are so excited because we're putting harnesses on them. And so I think this is a good indicator of how do dogs feel about sailing, because they only wear the harnesses when we're sailing. And they're both very excited.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go sailing.
Are you excited for sailing?
I'm ready.
Why do I feel like that was a backhanded comment?
Flip the camera around. Ready.
I'm thinking I should wear a sun shirt today, actually.
The boat is as ready as it's going to be because we are getting bit by little tiny bugs. So we're going as is. It's like 95% of the way there, and we'll do the other 5% on our way out to where the wind is. But we gotta go because we're going crazy. Getting bit.
Time to see if our sails still work.
Everybody's tethered in. Well, the dogs are tethered in.
Yeah, poor people.
Yeah. Hoist the sails. No, deploy the sails. That one. Let's see that one.
Deploy them.
Yep. Ready you are.
Ready?
Let's
You
do it.
think we're capable of doing a passage all of a sudden?
All of a sudden. Ready or not, here we go. Our lines are so stiff.
Do you think we should have both sails all the way out?
Yeah. You got it?
Can I do the honors?
Yeah. The little bird. Look at this little tiny bird right here. Oh, where'd he go? Look at this little guy.
What little guy?
There's a little bird right here. Oh, it's a bat. Where's a bat on our outboard?
Oh, are you serious? Can you back up? Oh, it's so pretty. He's so cute. Let's not get bit and get rabies. Oh my goodness.
Here, see if you can get a better shot.
Well, we gotta get him off. We can't take him away from Guatemala.
Saddle.
Get the dogs out of there. What?
I just got stung by something really bad.
I don't see anything.
It's in the.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a big black scorpion. I think I need to catch it so we know what it is. Okay, what do you want me to do for you?
Oh, I don't know. Give me Benadryl.
Here you go, Benadryl. How many do you want? 2, 3?
2. Ooh. Water?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, I'm not familiar with Guatemalan scorpions. Penny, leave it. We've got a bat. We've got a giant scorpion. How did they get on the boat?
Oh, the bat can fly. The
Well,
scorpion's
right.
probably been here since
You think?
the Rio. Maybe put shoes on.
Maybe.
Put your boots on.
Got my boots on. I'm gonna freak out when it moves. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Oh my gosh, it's huge!
Get it, Jade.
I know, but it's too big for the cup. See, it's sitting in the cup. What am I gonna do?
Put it down that hose.
Okay, I got it. It's in there. Did you see it?
Yeah.
It's so big!
Yeah, I saw it.
Holy
Back up.
crap! I'm so sorry that you got stung by that. It's like the size of a house. You're playing way too cool right now. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
There's no way that felt okay.
No, it felt like a shot.
Oh, and there's dolphins. You know, we got a whole zoo today.
The whole zoo.
Are you still just watching the bat? Okay, so we've caught him. Now we can figure out what it is. Did you get it on camera good?
I think so.
Okay, I need you guys to settle down. That's why I was upset about the dolphins, because it makes the dogs rowdy, and I don't want the dogs to get bit by a bat or to
Scorpion.
jump onto the scorpion. Did you see it trying to sting the cup?
Yes. I don't know if the camera did, but I did. I was watching
Putting
with
boots
my
on
own
was
eyes.
like, I don't know if I would have been able to keep my cool if I hadn't had the boots. That was a good idea.
Well, I know how it feels on my foot, and I didn't want you to have that, so.
It's very compassionate of you. I'm gonna go inside and get like a paper to put underneath the scorpion.
Okay.
Your job is to make sure the dogs don't knock it over because they're rowdy about the dolphins.
Okay, will you get me some,
Are you physically capable
yeah,
of that responsibility,
I
or
need
should I
a
wait a
pain
minute?
reliever.
Okay.
So if you get me a pain reliever while you're
I
down
need you to keep the dogs.
there. Okay, I can
Okay.
do that. Should I come stand on that?
It's strong enough that it could probably move the cup. So yeah, maybe.
Wait on it.
You got it? Pain reliever? Do you want like a real one?
No.
Or like
just a couple Advil.
Dolphins.
Are there dolphins? Is that what you're seeing?
We never got to film the bat.
I think I got it a little bit.
I blame you. You
Uh-oh.
distracted us.
I'm so sorry.
Ready?
Slow, see if you won't move.
Oh, that was surprisingly effective. Feel bad to kill it, but I mean, okay. No!
No!
You take the camera!
Toss it. You're good. Push him off. Push him off. Push him off. There you go.
I kept a hold of it, so he's not littering.
Good.
He's gone!
That was
intense.
drama.
This was really hard to hit him with. He just ran around it. I'm literally shaking.
Like adrenaline.
I'm not afraid of bugs, but I think it's
Not a bug, that's a
Demon from
Yeah.
hell?
seriously, that's what it feels like.
Okay. Let's see if we can restart my heart. Let me get you some ice.
Okay.
Is the pain getting worse? Hello? Hey, I need you to look something up. Huge black scorpion, Guatemala. Brett got stung and we need to find out if we need to get him to a hospital. How are you feeling? You're losing color in your face.
Really?
Yeah.
It hurt. I'm in a lot of pain.
Start moving towards Punta Gorda. There's a way to send photos, right?
Email.
How are you feeling?
Um.
Where's the pain? Is it moving up your body?
No, it's all just right here.
How does your heart feel?
Fine. Yeah, and mostly just pain. I don't feel sick at all.
Okay.
But my foot is swelling.
Yeah.
Have you been stung by a scorpion?
I've never been stung now. I said, Brett got stung by a big black scorpion. Can you look it up? Need to know if he needs a hospital. It says, so far says painful, not fatal. Ice it.
Well, I can attest to the painful part.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Why don't you
I'm glad
look
it was
good?
me.
You're a lot more tough than I am.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say I'm glad it was you, but I would.
Well, and me and not the dogs.
It might have killed Penny, actually.
Could have. Dingo probably would have been okay. Probably sick.
Is there
You still have
anything
a
I can do for you? I don't know. Should we look? Penny's still looking over here. So
I'm so scared of this.
Just watch me get bit by a bat and end up with rabies right now. I feel like we need to get rid of the bat.
I feel like we should wait till nighttime.
Well, because he's sleeping?
Yeah.
I just don't want him to get so far away from land. We can't take a bat with us.
No, we can't take a bat with us. Oh, where's your poker stick?
Talk about like an immigration thing. The bat thing's really risky though, because it could have rabies. And then we'd have to catch it if one of us got bit. Can you imagine trying to catch a bat?
No.
If we had our net that we didn't buy, the dogs would be fine. They have got rabies shots, but we don't.
Penny, get it.
No. That's not what I meant. She's like, okay.
On it. Is that filming?
Yes. Now that the scorpion's handled, we can focus on the bat again.
Well, so we texted family on the Iridium.
Right. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. I called my sister and I was like, I need to know if Brett needs to go to the hospital, but it was breaking up, so she probably heard like Brett hospital, he's dying. She probably heard things like that. But so I texted them and sent them a photo and they looked it up and they said it's incredibly painful but not fatal. So
They said it's like
Gonna
top
keep my
2
husband
most painful
around.
things in the whole universe. I think is what they said.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They didn't say that. But they did say it was painful but not fatal. So we're keeping Brett around for a little while longer. And now
Now you're on bat duty?
we're gotta figure out the bat situation. The bats here. So for reference, Guatemala is a high rabies risk country. I'm not saying that this particular bat has rabies. I'm just saying that of the animals that you get rabies from, bat is like one of the first thing that comes to mind, and we're in a country that's a high rabies zone where they don't have very good rabies treatment. When we first got here, my mom called me and she's like, if you get bit by any animal, you're to fly back immediately, because she's my mom and she looked up how easy it is to get rabies treatment in Guatemala, and apparently it wasn't super easy. So we don't want to get rabies. The dogs are vaccinated. Brett and I are not. I don't think there is a human rabies vaccine, actually. And we're too far away from the United States. Like if we got bit today and we're like, oh, we'll just sail and get rabies treatment, it would be too late. So if that bat bites us,
Belize them.
we'd have to go to Belize, yeah. But if the bat bites us, then we'd also have to try to catch the bat. It
Which
would
means
be
we're both probably getting bit.
honestly, this is just a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I think we should just get rid of the bat.
Yep.
We also don't want to take the bat with us, because the longer it's on the boat, the farther it is away from its home, and that's kind of depressing, you know?
Even if it doesn't have rabies.
Yeah, we
Or
don't
even if it does, I mean.
I don't know. But then also I feel like getting it off the boat is really just increasing the risk of getting bit by it. I'm gonna get rid of it, but I'm interested, what would you do? Brett's idea was to spray it with water so that it'll get out of that space and just kind of maybe fly away. I don't see him now. He's like spread out like a flying lizard. He's so cute. Well, he came out of that space and went down, and then I sprayed him and then went back in that space.
Did he fly away?
He's right here. If you come over here, you can film him. He's so cute. Here, hand it to me.
Aww. I hope they can fly with wet wings.
Do you think they can?
Probably.
Oh, there he goes! There he goes! He's flying! No, don't come back!
Stay away! There he goes. Yay!
Woo!
We did it! Good job.
I'm so glad he didn't fall in the ocean and drown.
Me too. Saddle. It's okay. He flew away. Hey, we're sailing. Do you know we were sailing?
I forgot, honestly. That was the least exciting thing.
Look at this. We're doing 6 knots.
Nice. In the wrong direction.
Yeah. We need to go that way.
Well, we're kind of sailing towards town. Now that we know you're not dying.
Do we know that?
I don't know. Will you talk about your feelings more?
It hurts, and the sides of my tongue have gone numb.
I guess because of the stink.
Or the like gallon of Benadryl. I'll be okay. I think the centipede, it like pulsed. This is just a constant.
When the centipede got you, it hurt your whole leg.
Yeah,
It hurt up to your hip.
yeah, it did.
But this just hurts on your foot. I just realized the bright side of your situation.
What's that?
I bet none of your other bug bites itch anymore.
You know, I was actually looking. Look at my foot. You can see all these.
Yeah.
None of them itch.
Yeah. There you go. Silver lining.
Amazing. Now we know the treatment
Of
of really itchy bites. Just get a scorpion bite sting.
problem solved.
Yep.
Would recommend. Expedition approved.
Expedition approved. Is our camera cracked?
I hope not. Where? Oh no, that's just 2 separate pieces.
Dr. Jade?
Yep. This is an antiseptic and antifungal spray so that if there is any kind of bacteria on the scorpion or on Brett's foot, it's just been injected into his foot. So this should hopefully, does that hurt a lot?
No.
You're shaking. This should hopefully keep any infections away.
I just scrub where we think the bite was. It doesn't hurt pushing on it at all.
You sure?
No.
Just numb?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna scrub away. I guess in the hospital they're not like,
They're
I
not
guess
gentle.
yeah, I won't scrub it because that hurts. I can't tell where it stuck me.
I can't either. It's in that general.
It didn't leave anything in your skin.
No.
So comfy.
Yeah, it's like a. Maybe like a baseball now?
It's like the size of a kumquat.
A kumquat. There's a generic term for everyone. 3.5 light years.
Okay, so when you play marbles, it's 2 of the big marbles.
Like a golf ball?
Yeah, it's about the size of a golf ball.
Ping pong ball?
Let's talk about what's relevant to Jade's life.
Seriously.
Not golf balls, apparently.
Kumquats and marbles? Thanks for cleaning my foot.
You're welcome. You want a massage while I'm here?
Sure.
Terrible idea, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it would just disperse it. Might help with pain.
What's up?
That should help. Oh, those are ice cubes. I thought those were jellyfish.
Could you imagine?
I was like, no, Brad, don't do it.
That's it. This foot's getting it
I
all.
was like, I'm done. Oh man. Okay, so Brett just got a bucket of a little bit of water because my mom texted and said that soaking in ice water should help with the pain. And so he gets this bucket full of water and puts it down, and it has some ice cubes in it, but the ice cubes looked like jellyfish. And then he was going to put his foot in, and I was just like, okay. Whew, glad it's not jellyfish.
It's hard to tell if this is better or if just like holding it is better. Emotionally holding it is better, but physically this is
Do
probably
you want me to
better.
hold it in the ice water?
No.
Does that help?
Actually, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any word on the claws? Why was she asking about that?
I don't know. With all this drama and everything going on, I'm really glad that the boat has just kind of been doing its own thing. The sails are out and we're just sailing. We're just going. The boat doesn't care. It's all autopilot, just going. And that's really good, because if this was all going on while there was like a storm
Or
our sails were ripping, you said?
Yeah.
Or anything, that would have been harder.
A good example of it just takes a lot of little things to make everything really bad. So fortunately we only had 2 little things.
A little scorpion and a little bat.
Exactly.
Captain's log, day 1. We found 2 stowaways on board. 1 bat, we named him Rufus, and a scorpion called Satan.
Ice.
Thank you.
Does that help?
That does, that feels amazing. That's even better. Wow, this is like a drug.
The ice water? Who knew? It's cheap and legal. I'm so freaked out to walk around on the boat now.
I'm so scared.
There were our hoses. We had some hoses from the boatyard that were just in a bunch over here. So my guess, best guess, is that the scorpion got into the hose while we were on land and has just been like hanging out in there until we moved all the hoses around this morning. And then he got out. What if there's more in the hose in the lazarette?
I closed them together.
You did?
Now they're inside the hose if they're in there.
Okay, good. And so the bat was living in the sails that have been furled for a long time, and the scorpion was living in the hoses. And who knows what's living in the other places? Like, we probably at least have a python and a tarantula. Okay.
We just had a couple dolphins swimming right next to the boat, just like chilling. They weren't like jumping out, they weren't making any noise, they were just kind of just chilling. But I'm not sure where they went now. Anyways, we're just cruising. Right now we're kind of actually headed more towards Honduras than we are like going north. We're going more east than north right now. Just because that, wow, my hair is all over the place. Just because that's kind of where the wind is going right now. So we're headed east and then we'll tack and head north. But it's super comfortable. It's a nice passage so far. It's a beautiful day. Sun's out.
Jade's out.
Conditions are amazing.
Yeah. The further we get out, the bigger the waves are getting. Kind of the swell is like rolly.
Piece of trash.
You got some trash? Cool.
I think we're starting to move past the trauma of this morning. Brett's feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
He says he feels like, okay, so this is how he described it, is that it's like when your foot goes to sleep, but then it starts to wake up and then it hurts a lot and it's tingly and it's probably the worst pain in the world is what I called it, and Brett says no, apparently it's not, but that's the feeling of where Brett's at.
Yep. Can confirm.
Can confirm. Yep. Conditions are amazing. We've got some pretty large swell, but they're just rollers, so they're comfortable. Like, we're not getting rocked around too much, and the sun's out, it's bright and warm, but the wind is cool. Like, it's a pretty good day. It's a good first day of a passage.
For sure.
It's like it's a good second half of the day.
And this is a good like warm up because we haven't sailed for months.
Yeah, I'm glad it's
So it's nice that it's
good conditions
a
right
nice
now.
ease back into it.
Although we are kind of going the wrong direction,
We are.
but we're happy about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to go that way.
Yeah. Should we talk soon?
Fairly soon.
Is that the sound of a message?
No. As we turn the screen off.
Ah. This is my favorite hat that I own. I love this hat. And so I've decided to make myself a visor of similar fashion because visors are nice for keeping your hair up. And so I'm going to make myself another hat,
A visor.
a visor.
Like the rakish angle of your hat there.
So I figure this will give me something to do right now. I snapped it. I was like, it's going so great. Snap.
Spoke too soon.
Yes. It's like immediately too soon. Okay. It's okay, we've got the whole other side. It just gets too thick there at the bottom. Okay. Can you see the end?
I can see the vision of it.
Yeah, the vision. I'm gonna wrap it. I've never done this before. My other hat, I didn't make it myself. So I'm learning as I go.
I haven't been talking to Jade very much, and she was like, "Wait, are you really into your book right now?" I was like, "Yes, I am." Like, I am on the actual final chapter of my book right now, and this is book 13 or something like that. Space battles and intergalactic treaties and all sorts of good things.
Are you emotional?
A little sad. You haven't even commented on my hat.
I haven't seen it yet.
No, but you didn't sing.
I said it with my actions.
Does it?
But that doesn't speak to you. You're right. I use my words.
This is what I have so far. What do you think?
I love it. It looks like a bucket hat.
Just call
It's
me
actually really cute.
bucket. I just gotta clean it up.
Yeah, I was like clean it up a little bit, and
It's not beautiful.
you're beautiful though.
I messed up some of them. But you know, I'm not even gonna point it out. You won't notice.
That's
I won't
right.
Tell you where.
It's amazing. You made a hat out of nature.
I made a nature hat. It's great.
That's pretty neat.
I think it is. I'm excited about it.
You see something? I was just admiring these clouds earlier. Time we tack and head north. We've been heading east for a long time, so we're gonna turn north and go as long as we can until we almost run into Belize, and then we'll probably tack again.
Okay. Yeah, I looked up at the horizon and I can see Honduras, and I'm not particularly interested in sailing Honduras at the moment. So we are going to turn. And the reason why I don't want to go anymore that way is just because Honduras has more risk of piracy, and so we're just gonna avoid it. If we were gonna go explore it, but we're not. So yeah, let's get out of here. Skedaddling.
Skedaddle. There's just a really nice fishing boat up here, and they just keep like zipping this way and then turning around, doing like a 180 and then stopping. And then 180 and zipping out and stopping. Like, they're acting really weird. I assume they're just fishing like in a certain spot.
It must be like
that they're like trolling over like a school of fish or something, I guess.
Maybe a bait ball.
Or something like that. That's what
Maybe
it looks
we
like.
should observe them and try to learn.
So far, I haven't seen them catch anything. So.
No, well, maybe not then.
I want to learn from the winners, not the losers.
We just passed that boat. We had Jade go down below as we kind of got closer. Just so they didn't see her. I don't know. I don't know that it matters. If they're going to be like pirates, they're probably going to come after us either way. I really don't think they are. They aren't acting like they're coming after us or anything. They look like they're like fishing in a certain spot and kind of trolling back and forth across it. But, you know, just to be safe. Jade went below so they didn't see her. We're just going to keep on sailing. We are sailing away from Honduras right now. We never got into like the Honduras area. We never, like with our waters, we never crossed the border. But, I mean, I don't know that people, like, if a pirate's going to care that much, like, oh, can't go 2 more feet. You know, now we're in Guatemala. I don't know. I'm not actually that stressed. I think we're just fine.
Feeling safe down there?
Okay. Here's the finished product of the hat. What do you think? I think next time I make a hat, I'm telling you what I think now. Sorry, I can't actually hear you say what you think, but you can leave a comment. I think that next time I do it, I want to cut it from the tree and then weave the hat right away, because I cut it and it's like been a couple days.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit more stiff and brittle, but I like it.
What if you weaved it
I think for a
while
first
it was
time.
still on the tree?
I wonder if that would hurt the tree more than just cutting it off first. Is that like torture? Peeling up the fingernails? I think for my first time ever making a hat, I'm happy about it. Wait, let's see. The most important part. Will you hold it, Brett?
Oh, your hair. Yeah. Let it go. Let it go.
Ready? Ready?
Ready.
How many times can I do that? Which way is the front?
It has a front?
Yeah. It wasn't supposed to. It's supposed to be symmetrical, but it's not. So it has a front. A tennis racket.
Turn around. Yoked.
What do you think? Honest opinion?
I like it. It's fun. You look a little bit like a lampshade, but a really cute one.
At least I'm bringing light into your life.
That's right.
Do you text my mom back?
Yeah, but I don't think it's
That means it's sent, right?
That means you got it. Your mom says, hey, what's the code word, Jade?
The sun's starting to go down and we are both starting to get hungry. Brett skipped lunch because after the scorpion stung him, I don't know what particular kind of scorpion it is, but one of the side effects, apparently, is to make your throat and tongue numb. So his eating capabilities were nullified for a few hours. So I'm gonna make dinner now because he's not numb anymore and can safely eat, and we don't have to worry about him accidentally choking. And so I'm just gonna warm up some rice and chicken and maybe make like a little stir fry or something. I don't know. I don't think we're too picky tonight.
Ooh, that looks and smells delicious. Thank you. I was wondering if like, oh man, we gotta eat this with our hands. Yum.
You want to sit, babe? Go away.
You guys like that? Good.
What? Wait, find my phone so we can pause my book. Oh, this is Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for doing all the prep so that it was such an easy like thing to put together.
What'd you put on it?
Just soy sauce.
The cold never bothered me anyway. The sun is pretty much down on day one. So far, we have sailed 40 miles. Not the best. 40 miles in eight and a half hours, so averaging just over 4.5 knots. I mean, that's not nothing.
Except for that we only went maybe like 20 miles in the direction we actually wanted to go.
Yeah, we did have to tack like 90 degrees, so really if you cut the corner there, it's not, yeah. Anyways, but that's sailing. Oh, there's something on the line. Oh, see if they go for it again. What I was saying before that fish shrewdly interrupted us is that the sun's going down, sun is down, it's getting dark, it's getting cool. I'm actually gonna grab a jacket. So it's kind of time to turn into nighttime mode. It's only like 5:30, but it's getting cool, and so I'm gonna grab headlamps, warm clothes, our life jackets, and maybe socks.
Socks is a good idea.
Wow, it looks so much brighter on camera. Here, let me make it the right amount of dark.
The camera sees the way a cat does, I think.
Here, no, I'm gonna make it dark like real life.
Okay.
Okay, this is what it really looks like.
Like to us, to human
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah, to humans.
Then put it back to what the camera does.
This is probably what dogs see.
It's impressive, isn't it?
It is. How you feeling for tonight?
Pretty good. Yeah. Just getting my hair out of the way for the night shift. And looking forward to it. I'm not tired yet. Are you
No.
tired at all?
No, I figured hang out for a little bit and then
Don't start shifts?
start our shifts.
I mean, it's early still, so yeah, I don't think either
Yeah,
of us
it's
are-
only like 6 o'clock. I don't know if the camera could hear that. We were just having an interesting conversation, just a little side chat, about the universal term for like a highway or a freeway,
Or an interstate.
interstate.
The road where
freeway.
you go very fast.
Yeah.
The fastest road you drive on. So for us, where we grew up, it was the freeway or the interstate.
I never call it the interstate.
Well, were you ever on the interstate?
Like the I-5,
Yeah.
I-17.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's also called the interstate. So what do you guys call it where you're from?
Freeway, highway, expressway, interstate. One of those.
One of those. The reason why we were having that conversation is because this passage is only supposed to take us about 5 days, but we have not gone a fifth of the way in our first day. We've not even gotten close to a fifth of the way. And that's because we haven't gotten to the Gulf Stream yet. As soon as we get to the Gulf Stream, it's gonna be like entering the freeway. We've been on service streets, like neighborhood streets right now. We're gonna get on that freeway, and then we're gonna get to our destination a lot faster in a very straight line. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. Right now we're just on like the side roads. There's no current here really, and the wind right here isn't great. But as soon as we get out a little bit farther, the Gulf Stream is going to give us like a 3 to 4 knot current, pushing us directly towards where we want to go. So that'll be really nice. Also, our visas are expiring.
And we need to get out of here because our visas are expiring.
Look at this cool trick that I did. This is our bag. I flipped it inside out into its own pocket. See?
Oh, that was
That was slick.
pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it made it
That was slick. Well done.
fit nicely in the storage cupboard
Yeah.
without straps everywhere.